All right, guys, we're back with round one, Edison format, Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got myself on the left and Denis Nadas on the right. We're both playing a Dragon Turbo mirror match. This is the first time I've ever played Dragon Turbos. Now, Denis, he's played this deck a few times on the channel. I kind of just showed up to locals, and my friend Sal, shout out to him, let me borrow his Dragon deck. So I'm not expecting to play this deck perfectly. Like I said, I've never played it, but I like testing out every deck at least once. So it helps when you play against it in the future. It's unfortunate you have to go up against Denis, who's way more experienced with this deck than I am. And he's a great player, YCS champion in 2023. Anyway, let's focus on the duel. So we both kind of drew slow. I set a monster, probably a white stone. That's like the only monster this deck was set, unless your hand's really bad and you're trying to stall with debris dragon. And then Denis opened kind of slow too. So we probably both set reckless greeds. And there we go. Now Denis is firing off. Sends 3 stones, Prime Material Dragon, and Kawaki Meru. So he's going to search all 3 blue eyes. Gosh dang it. This is also my friend Sal's list. I mean, all the Dragon Turbo decks are extremely similar. Maybe like 1 or 2 cards different. Alright, so here Denis activates trade-in, another trade-in. So one thing I will say, I think like 1 or 2 people in the comments complain about Dragon Turbo, me putting it on. I have to put on all the... This deck is very relevant if you're going to play competitively in Edison. You're going to run into this deck. So that's why I always feature it, just so you guys know how to play against it, see how they draw and stuff like that. Or if you decide to play a deck yourself, you may run into a mirror match. That's why I decided to put me and Denis on camera. I'm actually going to make a poll soon. Which decks do you guys enjoy watching the most? Because I know the problem is a lot of my players at my locals, they all run Vayu. So it's hard not to get Vayu. I apologize if you guys are tired of seeing Vayu. I can't help it. I can't control what people play. So it looks like I set Heavy Storm. So Denis Heavy's his Future Fusion and... Oh, I think Denis didn't know what I was playing. Oh, I remember now. He really can't tell. I didn't tell him I was playing dragons. So here Denis is going off. Debris brings back the white stone. Summons red MD. I think he's debating what he's going to banish. Yeah, he's debating what he's going to banish. So he chooses the stone. Brings out blue eyes. Double red MD. Yeah, this deck can just overwhelm you, and let's see what he's going to choose. So he chooses Prime Material. He probably thinks I'm playing Vayu Turbo. My hand was like really slow. I had like a bunch of like consonances, dead trade-ins. Yeah, I think if Denis knew I was playing Dragon Turbo, he probably wouldn't have brought back the Prime Material Dragon. So here he hits me for 28, 28, 56. That's 8,600 damage. Luckily, it's not game because he upstarted twice. And Denis sets 1. Nothing to be afraid of. This deck doesn't really play any real traps. But occasionally you might run into a random dragon player who throws like a random mirror force in his deck. It is possible. Okay, so here goes trade-in. So I really needed that blue eyes to make my hand better. So I'm at 14 at his 8,000. Another upstart. Alright. So let's see. Again, I have so many cards in my hand, but I remember I only had like 1 or 2 plays. Yeah. So I'm reading his Prime Material Dragon. Okay. So it's not looking good for your boy. I'm gonna have to wipe his field somehow. Okay, so I summon Debris Dragon, bring out White Stone. And I'm at 14. So I actually had 1 other play. That's why I read the Prime Material, which was summon Snipe Hunter. And that's why I was reading the Prime Material Dragon. I could have summoned Snipe Hunter and like wiped his field and discarded a bunch of cards. But I wasn't sure how Snipe Hunter worked versus Prime Material. So apparently you can't negate Snipe Hunter with Prime Material or Stardust. I knew you couldn't do it with Stardust, but I wasn't sure for Prime Material. And my friends told me I could have asked, but I didn't. That was my fault. And Denis is a good guy. He would have let me He would have let me ask. He's not that was. I think I still would have lost. I mean, I was at 14. All I would have had on the field was a snipe hunter, so Dennis would have just beat me the next turn. But it was just something for you guys wondering about if you decide to play snipe hunter in your Dragon Turbo deck versus Prime Material. Okay, anyway, so I'm going first game 2. I upstart Dennis, and man, yeah, sometimes this deck just draws slow. And look, Dennis just passed. He didn't have any plays either. This is just Dragon Turbo, but sometimes you have to sometimes draw out of these hands. But unfortunately, I didn't draw out of it. Let's see if Dennis can draw out of it. So he chooses just set 1. So yeah, we both drew slow. I don't think I've ever had a Dragon Turbo mirror match on the channel. Because no one plays this deck except Dennis and Sal, and they've never faced each other. So this is the first time. It's not an exciting match to watch or commentate over, that's for sure. But I'll try not to get them again. I'll try not to get another Dragon Turbo mirror on the channel. Unless it's like top 4 finals, then yeah, that's different. Okay, so I finally have a play. I summon Debris and just poke him for 1,000? What? Okay, I think I did this because I'm trying to get him under 8k in case I have game. Because this deck can put, what? We saw last turn. This deck can put 86 pretty easily, right? So yeah, that's why I'm trying to get him under 9,000. All right, so he trades in the blue eyes. So it looks like Dennis finally unbricked his hand. He's drawing a bunch of cards, and he's keeping track of his rejuve count. Dennis is the man. Okay, so he summons Kawaki Meru Drago. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to lose my Debris Dragon, and he attacks. I take 900. So this is what I was told. My Sal and I think Dennis or someone else was telling me at the local that the mirror match just comes down to who summons Drago first. Now Dennis has 3 back rows. And he activates Rejuve, so he's going to draw 3 cards. Does he have another Rejuve? Alright, so he's drawn 3 more. Oh, all 3 Rejuves, nice. That's one of the reasons why this deck can brick a lot. It's just, sometimes you draw dead Rejuves. And one thing I will say, I think I said this in a previous video, this deck's not as easy to play as it looks. And I figured that out. I always knew it was like that, but when I played it myself, it's like, okay, yeah, this deck's not as, it's not as autopilot as people think it is. A lot of people call this a solitaire deck, but yeah. It can be. There are times when, yeah, it's pretty easy, but not always. So here I continence my Debris. So I'm at 71 to his 8k, staring down Kawaki Meru Drago. So I'm looking at my extra deck, so I probably have Instant Fusion in my hand. Yeah, I definitely have Instant Fusion. There's no other reason I'd be looking at the extra deck. Okay, let's see. Do I have plays? Oh my god, I just set them. So I'm pretty sure I just set Debris Dragon to stall. My hand was like really bad. So I activate Rejuve for 1. Activate Rejuve for another 1. So I'm basically trying to draw out of my bad hand. So you can see I decide to just use the 3rd Rejuve. And here Dennis activates his... I don't know if this was correct, activating all 3 Rejuves. I just remember my hand was like really unplayable. Like I have like a crow, yeah. I think I had like... It just every card in my hand was bad. But luckily from what I was told, my friend Sal told me you hold the crow for Avarice and the spell card. What's the spell card called? Magical Stone Excavation. That's when you use your crow. So I used it on Avarice. And also Sal told me that you're supposed to side out Magical Stone in the mirror, but then Dennis argued that you keep those in. So it just You know, it's different ways to play the deck. But I'm not sure who I agree with there. Because I think I did side out one stone because Sal recommended it. All right, so Dennis is thinking. Sorry, this is just Dragon Turbo. They got this is the way it is. They have so many cards in hand. Their turns take a long time because they have so many options. So he attacks over my debris. I mean, it was obviously that. There's nothing else I would set or a white stone to try and search a blue eyes. So now consonants from Dennis and Upstart. So I'm at 81 to 79. There's a stone. Do I have another DD Crow? He targets Avarice. Yes, I don't have the second Crow in my hand, or I would have used it right here. Okay, triple blue eyes. No, two blue eyes. Yeah, I don't have the Crow because I definitely would have. I would have probably crowed the magical stone. So here's an example. Dennis kept. I'm pretty sure he kept all his stones in. You also need side outs to Kawaki Meru Drago in the mirror match. That's another thing I noticed. Okay, I got like 5 cards in hand. Oh man, Dennis, come on, man. My hand is so bad. Let's see if I can get out of it. Is there a way I can like take his Drago permanently? Like creature swap? Okay, so he reveals the white stone. Now it's my turn. Dennis and I should not play this deck on Wednesdays because there's a lot of GB players and apparently this is GB's worst matchup. Oh, see, Dennis got me with the Crow. See, we talked about this. Crow versus Magical Stones. And now I have the Avarice. So I used the stone to make my Avarice live. So it's all 5 monsters. Dennis got him for me. Dennis. Come on, man. Alright, so I draw 2. Now do I have a play? How can I deal with this Kawaki Meru Drago? With probably instant fusion deals with it. So yeah, I'm reading this card. Is there a way to make a Goyo? Because that'd be great. Goyo in the Drago? I'm trying to think, but how do you make Goyo? Oh, you can make Goyo with like, if I go instant fusion, summon White Stone, make Goyo, and then take the Drago. That seems like a good play. Okay, so I Heavy Storm. Oh god, I should have sided that out. I'm so dumb. Why didn't I side out Heavy Storm? Yeah, messed up. And I got rid of my Torrential, so here comes Instant Fusion. So yeah, I'm going for the Goyo. Take the Drago play. So I sided in Torrential just because I was expecting Dennis not to see it and walk into it. Like, slam his hand down and then walk into Torrential. Yeah, I should have sided out Storm. Again, it's the first time me playing this deck, so I really don't know how to side in and out with it. Actually, Sal and I discussed that. He told me the same thing. He doesn't usually know what to side out. Sal, we found one card. Heavy Storm. That's one card that we need to side out. Okay, so I search Blue Eyes off the stone, and I'm going to try to trade his Drago. Okay, I think something happened here, and I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. For those of you guys who know this ruling, okay, we've had this big argument at my local. So if those of you guys who are watching, can you special summon Tragodia in this scenario? I attack his Goyo. Yeah, this scenario. How does it work? Because we've had this debate at my locals. Because yeah, you see, we're arguing about this. Online, it says that you can, and some people say you can't. This is something that I think the Edison community, we need to like figure out as a whole. How is this going to work? Same thing with Vanity's Fiend. Can you drop a Tragodia? Let me know. Maybe some of you guys in the comments can chime in and give us your input on the Kawaki Meru Drago versus Trag. Because it's a big deal. Dennis got a bunch of cards in hand. If he could drop the Trag, he can run over my Goyo. So it's a huge deal. Okay, so here comes Snipe Hunter, Dennis. 6! Oh man. Every time Snipe Hunter comes down, I'm always hoping, like praying, please, 6 or what? It's just hilarious. Alright. So he chooses. Oh, he missed! Yes! He missed. I've heard some crazy Snipe Hunter stories. Like I remember one I think I was watching one time at my local, someone like discard like their whole hand and missed every single time. I forget this was years ago. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Okay, so Debris Dragon, bring back. Oh yeah, getting back his Drago. I think Dennis discarded his Trag. Did he? Can we? I don't know. I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. So here comes Red MD. Special summon Blue Eyes. Okay. So attack him for 1,000. Dennis is at 35. Okay, so he drops the Gores. So I should not have attacked there. And now I'm getting punished. I mean, look at my hand. My hand was bad. I should have known Dennis had Gores. That was a misplay on my end. I should not have attacked with Red MD. And here, I'm about to get punished bad. I'm going to get punished really bad for attacking into that Gores. I should have known he had it because he pitched the Trag for Snipe Hunter. But I think I was just I say this in previous videos. Sometimes when your hand is just bad, you just play on tilt. But I should not have attacked. And here, Dennis makes a Colossal, and I happen to have 2 Warriors in my graveyard. Oh my god! I said I would be like, and now this is game because of the extra Warrior. I take 200, and then that's game right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if we do the math, yeah, that's game. So congrats to Dennis. Takes a round 1 win. Unfortunately, I'm not too experienced with this deck. Dennis got me, and then I didn't play my best match. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know, chime in on the comments about that Tragodia Caulking Drago ruling. I'll see you guys next time.